So the reason why I decided to become a confidence coach isn't because every single time I asked for something, or I wanted to be with someone, or I wanted to do something, or I wanted to be someone, wasn't because I got a yes every single time. It was because I figured out how to look at my nose differently. And I don't mean nose, I mean nose. Every time I got a no, every time I went up to a guy, because now I have no problem going up to a guy. I mean, it's COVID, but even before then, I had no problem approaching men. That wasn't a problem for me. But before, it was. But I had to figure out how to look at that rejection as redirection, as it's pointing me into a different direction, as mosquitoes to insect repellent. I am repelling the wrong thing from me. I remember I had went up to this guy that was he was very attractive. He was hot. He wasn't like handsome hot. He was just hot, right? Because handsome hot is like the classic hot. This guy wasn't handsome hot. He was just hot, right? And I went up to him and I said, "Hey, what are you drinking? You know, are you here with someone?" And he just turned and he looked at me up and down. And he's like, "Yeah, no, that's not happening." And he turned his back to me. And I was just like devastated. I was so embarrassed. This was at a club. I was embarrassed, even though I'm sure people didn't hear what we were talking about. But I was so embarrassed and I wanted to go to the bathroom and cry. Instead of doing that, I decided, you know what? I'm just going to keep trying. And I'm just going to try with a different person. And I didn't have it in my head where like, oh, eventually I'm gonna get a yes. No, it was not like that at all. What happened was I decided, okay, then maybe that person isn't right for me. Maybe that wasn't supposed to happen. It's supposed to happen with someone else. And I went the rest of the night, instead of becoming bitter and continuing with the same process and go up to other guys and say the same thing, I really took some time to analyze what it was that I said to him that maybe could have come off the wrong way or too strong or whatever it was. Another thing I was thinking about was I really being genuine? Was I really being myself when I approached him? I wasn't. I didn't really give a fuck about those things. That's not what I wanted to know. What I really wanted to know was like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And just like other things that had nothing to do with what I asked him about. And so throughout the rest of the night, I decided I was going to be more honest and just more genuine about the things that I wanted to know. And I started to get yeses. I didn't get yeses the whole night, but I got maybe one or two. And that was enough for me to celebrate and say like, fuck yeah, oh man, good job, Lupita. And I started to do that throughout the rest of my life. Every time I got a no, I figured out how to fix whatever it was. And usually it was about being authentic. It was about being genuine. It was about being myself. And every time I wasn't being myself, I'd get that no faster, or I'd get that rejection faster, whether it was for a job, it was for an apartment, it was for a raise, it was for whatever it was. First, I had to make sure that I was being authentic. I was really being myself. And second, I had to make sure that this was in alignment it was really speaking to me. It was really making me feel like it was the piece that was supposed to connect together. And if I felt it within me that it wasn't in alignment after the fact, that's usually the time when I would get the no. Another thing that really helped me with building this confidence and building this, just this unfucking breakable spirit. Like, you cannot fucking break me. You can't. You just can't. Like, you can break my bones. You can sexually assault me. You can insult me. You can take my material possessions away. You can do all of these things, but you cannot break my spirit. One of the things that really made that so powerful was letting go and letting go of outcomes. Like, I am going to try to get this job. I'm going to try to get that client. I'm going to try to get this speaking event. And if I'm going to try in my most authentic and amazing and awesome way. I'm sorry if you hear screaming in the background. That's my son. He's a gamer and he just like goes crazy when he's like getting really excited or doing really well playing. But anyway, what made my spirit so unbreakable is that I let go of the outcome. And I know that regardless, the universe and God have my back. And if I didn't get that opportunity, that means that I wasn't meant to get it. And that something even better is coming. And that has been so pivotal, so amazing, so the missing piece, just the missing piece. And every time there was a growing opportunity and I was like, man, I really don't want to do this today. I really don't want to fucking like learn. I really don't want to learn. I really don't want to grow. Instead, I decided like, fuck, I really don't want to do this, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway. What's the worst that can happen? I grow, I learn something new, and I do it. And that's exactly what happened. My horizons expanded. My mind grew into a state of expansion instead of retraction where I first was. And I was just allowing for everything to come to me. And it's just been amazing. And that's why it's so different for me in taking rejection. Because it's not rejection, it's repel. It's redirection. It's pushing me into a different direction, and the direction I was meant to go to. I do not believe in coincidences. I believe that you're watching this right now because you really needed to hear it. You really needed to hear what I had to say today. And everything that happened throughout my life needed to happen in order for me to do this video and for you to hear exactly what you're hearing right now. And that is, whoa, I just got like a rush go through me right now. Oh my gosh, I don't know who's watching or who's supposed to watch right now. This is like powerful. It's so powerful. I know you're tired of getting those no's. I know you're tired of getting rejection. I know you're tired of getting rejected. I know you're tired of not having that opportunity that you feel you so desperately deserve. But as soon as you let go As soon as you let go and believe, really believe in yourself, really believe that it's going to happen, and all of this is a part of a bigger picture that you just can't see right now, but you're allowing to happen, your world is going to change in massive and grand ways. If you're interested in working with me, if you're interested in my services where I help people, to say that I help them is an understatement. I teach people how to reach levels of happiness they would have never thought were possible. Getting there by being your true, authentic self. Reach out to me. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you enjoyed it. I'm Lupita V from Lupita V Coaching, licensed psychotherapist, motivational speaker, and confidence coach. And remember, you have always been enough. Talk to you soon.